At 36, that pick changing hands multiple times. It was once the Nets, then the Timberwolves, and then now the Lakers. And the Lakers used that selection to take Adou Thiero out of Arkansas. How do you do? He led Arkansas in points per game, rebounds per game, steals per game last season. A really talented young man. And Adou Thiero going to the LA Lakers. Your grade for this is what?
I'll go B. He's a physical specimen. He's 6'7" with shoes on. He's got a 7-foot wingspan. He's powerful. He's athletic. He excels at getting downhill. He's got a ton of potential defensively. In fact, I think that's going to have to be his niche at the NBA level. The transition scoring that we saw in college that maybe he was known for, not going to be as applicable in the NBA game. It's all going to come down to finding a niche on the offensive end of the floor. And for someone like this who's going to be able to guard threes, and I think probably maybe fours, maybe twos, he should be fairly switchable. Can he make open catch-and-shoot threes? Shot 21% last year on open catch-and-shoot threes. That number is going to have to change, and it's going to have to change pretty significantly. If it does, he will stick as an NBA player. If it doesn't, it's unclear.
This is one of those moments that remind me I'm not getting any younger, because in a previous life, it feels like I was just a newspaper reporter covering the University of Memphis men's basketball program for the Commercial Appeal. And among the young players John Calipari brought into that program was Adou Thiero. His son is Adou, who went on to play for John both at Kentucky and now at Arkansas. So just on a personal level, it's kind of cool seeing somebody I knew when he was young have a child, raise him, and then have them experience this moment. What an awesome deal. Now to the basketball stuff. Like Fink said, oh, buddy, he looks the right way. If Janai Broome doesn't look and move the right way, Adou Thiero clearly does. Body's perfect. If you were trying to build a basketball player, a wing, you'd want him to walk off the bus and look like this. The question is, what else does he bring to the table? He's an incredible athlete. He can drive it and try to dunk on you. But can he change speeds? Can he make a shot? Is he going to be a basketball player? So far, and this is true, I think, for basketball for a while, just being built like him can get you by through high school and can get you by through college. You can lead an SEC school in scoring just by being built the way he's built. But in this league, it ain't enough. You got to be able to play, and that's the big question. Does he have the skill? Will he ever have the skill to be a meaningful NBA player?
Well, he's going to get the chance to learn alongside LeBron and Luka. Is this one of those picks that you make? And I know that they moved up to make this pick, but you talked about it earlier before the draft started about these are the kind of picks you're looking for, these low-level deals so that you can fill out your roster, especially now that the Lakers ownership is changing hands.
You're seeing it in Boston right now. They're having to shed salary roughly a year after winning a title. Now that is in part connected to the Jason Tatum Achilles injury, but either way they were going to have to retool their roster because they had, in the simplest of terms, too many people making too much money. These second-round picks are more valuable than they've ever been, in my opinion, because with that second apron operating more or less like a hard cap for these franchises, you have got to have meaningful players on little bitty contracts. In Memphis, where I live, the Grizzlies have tried to do this. Take second-round picks, give them 4 years, $8 million, and hope that they hit. If they don't, it's not a big cost. If they do, you got somebody meaningful making $2 million a year. So if you're the Lakers, absolutely, you need to hit on these types of things. And with Thiero specifically, it's interesting because where Philadelphia, I think, is right now operating in a very specific Joel Embiid window. Once the Lakers made that Luka trade, they've got 2 windows now. They're trying to, sure, maximize the end of LeBron James' career, but there is life after LeBron in LA now, and it's in the form of number 77.
I'll take that even farther. This isn't about building around LeBron anymore. This is now about building around Luka. And believe it or not, Dallas actually did a pretty good job of that. And one of the things they did is they found big, versatile defenders on the wing. And I think this is an indication that LA is going to try and replicate that to an extent.
Because if he can't guard, surround him with people who can.
There you go. So the Lakers trading up to get Adou Thiero out of Arkansas. They make a deal there as we continue our coverage here on the clock. As you take a look at the last 5 selections, Elijah Martin, the latest from Florida, helped them win a national championship, and he is headed to the Toronto Raptors. We'll be back here throughout the night with plenty of updates from the second round of the NBA draft presented by Jeep.